What is up, everybody? Welcome back. Another live stream from Bass and Fury. So like I told you guys earlier in the week, I am going to try to do one of these and go live pretty much every day. Oh geez, sorry, hold on guys. Sorry, I had a small situation there. I believe I got it corrected. All right, so I pretty much I'm gonna go live at least one time a day, every week, every day, for about like 2 weeks, maybe 2 or 3 weeks, something like that. I'm gonna try my best. I may miss a day here or there, but I'm gonna try my best. So I wanted to go live today and talk about the Bassmaster Classic winner, kind of go over my predictions and where I went wrong, and talk about some red crankbaits. I wanted to kind of throw out there some red crankbaits, some red lipless baits, kind of get you guys take on, guys and ladies, your take on what you think, with some popular brands that you use, maybe something I should try that I haven't heard of, maybe something other people should try that they haven't heard of, but wanted to kind of go live and talk to you a little bit about that. So hopefully you guys can see that there. These are a couple of ones I use. These are 6 cents, and actually I say that I've actually never used these. These things are like brand new. They've never even been in the water, but they will get used this season, so that's part of what I plan on doing this season. So Bassmaster Classic, let's talk about it. The winner of the Bassmaster Classic is not Brandon Lester, who I thought was going to win. I told you last night that I thought he would win. He was on the right group of fish. I thought he was going to pull together a pretty big bag and cut some of that lead down from Hank Cherry, and he put up about 12 pounds. So, and then Hank Cherry puts up like 19. So congrats to Hank Cherry on winning the Bassmaster Classic 2020 50th anniversary. Bassmaster Classic winner is Hank Cherry. So Hank Cherry is very rich today. He made a lot of money today and achieved one of his goals and dreams that he set forth for himself. So huge congrats to Hank Cherry on your win today on the Bassmaster Classic. Like I said, I picked a different guy. So how this affected me negatively. Congrats to Hank Cherry, but I did not pick Hank Cherry in my fantasy fishing league. I picked Mike Huff, and I picked Gleason. I picked Lee Livesey. I picked Lee Livesey. I picked John Cox, and I picked thank you for hitting that thumbs up button. I appreciate you. Thank you for that thumbs up. If you're in here, I appreciate it. So I picked John Cox, and then I picked one other guy, Caleb Summerall. I picked Caleb Summerall, man. I was really counting on him. Missed it missed it by 3 ounces getting in there to be able to at least compete today. So that's unfortunate for him. But he was there. He did his thing. He showed up pretty big on day 2, so that was awesome for Caleb. But so where I went wrong, obviously, I didn't have Hank Cherry. I didn't have Todd Alton. I didn't have Micah Frazier. I didn't have Stetson Blaylock. I didn't have John Cruz. I didn't have Gray Buck. I didn't have any of these guys in my lineup. I'm not quite sure what happened there. Maybe they were in like a bucket that I had to pick a different guy, and don't get me wrong, 2 out of my 5 ended up in the top 25, so I'm okay with that. You had a pretty good chance in your odds, but yeah, so that bumped me down from 1st place in fantasy down to 6th place. The good thing is there's a long season, quite a few, so I can get back in there. I can work my way back up. I'm only in like 200 something place in the Tackle Warehouse one out of like 8,000. I'm only in like 500 place out of the regular one, so I've got some room. To where I can grow and kind of get my work my way back up. But huh? Which good one? You're fine, but which one you need? Huh? Sorry guys, trying to figure out something here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, got it. It's right behind me. Right, here. There you go. Alright, so, yeah, so I didn't pick the right guys per se, but I did do pretty well. I'm very pleased with my results this season. I plan to compete in every single one of these Bassmaster fishing, fantasy fishing. I actually love fantasy fishing. It's really fun to kind of test your knowledge and pick a different person and kind of pick the different buckets and pick a guy that you think. So you kind of got to do a lot of research. You got to look at previous tournaments. A lot of times they give you a lot of information you can use to look up. Also, too, the other thing I do is I check some different stuff that most people probably don't check to try to see who I can pick and what I can do to make it so that I can do well in there. So I'm excited for the next tournament on the fishing, Bassmaster fishing. Coming up for me, let's talk a little bit about me for my tournament. So I have a couple tournaments coming up. This year, I'm actually going to be fishing the majority of the year as a co-angler. My buddy has a boat, my other buddy has a boat, and I'm going to hop in with them, and I'm just going to fish some tournaments. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, check me out on Instagram at Bass and Furious. I posted something recently. I'm going to try to be very minimal this season. I'm probably going to try to bring no more than 4 or 5 rods. Sprinkle over a couple different baits, different colors, things that I think are going to work that day, and then just go to work with what I have. Just kind of change around, hop around. I wanted to bring 3 rods. I figured I got to at least bring 4, maybe 5, depending on the body of water. But I probably could get away with 3. Just something medium heavy to flip around, and then something to throw a crankbait or a square bill on. Anything with treble hooks on, and then a spinning rod. And that's pretty much what I need, because the medium heavy, I could throw a jig, probably could throw a tratter bait, I could throw a Texas rig, all on 1 rod. And then I can throw, like I said, jerk baits, crank baits, probably top water, some top things like that on 1 rod. I could put another worm, big worm on the other rod, and then I have a spinning rod. And on that one, I get 1 spinning rod. I think you typically bring 2 of a rod just because in case one break. If a spinning rod, somehow you set the fish on a giant and it ends up breaking, hopefully that never happens, but if it does break, then you got no more spinning rods, you're kind of short, you know what I mean? But if you're a co, your buddy probably has one, you can just borrow one of his. So I'm going to be fine, I'm going to make it work, but I'm probably going to bring no more than 4 or 5 rods, 1 bag that has a few soft plastic colors. I got a video coming out about this, coming up about my colors and what I'm going to do for my colors. And soft plastic. Actually, I just released that video last week, so check that video out on my channel. Huge thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate you guys coming in the stream. Appreciate you in the stream. I know the Bassmaster Classic is still going on, but I wanted to hop on a little bit because I got some stuff to do tonight. Also, I got stuff I got to do tonight. So, for me, for tournaments, like I said, I'm going to mostly be a co-angler this year. A couple other times I am going to hop in as a boater. I'm not doing as many BFLs as I had originally thought I was going to do. I'm probably going to do like maybe 2 or 3. I'm actually going to miss the first one next week, so it kind of messes up my whole plan there, but that's fine. I'm going to work with what I got and make it work. So I'm probably going to fish like 2 or 3 BFLs, mostly on Potomac. A couple of Potomac tournaments here and there, a couple of Lake Anna tournaments here and there, Rappahannock tournaments here and there, things like that. And that's pretty much going to be it for the season. I'm going to fish as much as I can, try to get in these tournaments, try to make a name for myself, try to put myself on the map when it comes to fishing. But at the end of the day, I really just want to film. I love doing these streams now. And I really just want to film and just have some fun. So you'll probably see more this year than tournament videos. You'll probably see more YouTube collab videos, like with other content creators. Like I shout out a couple of guys on my channel regularly. Scott Hollywood, Your Next Cast, Full Armor Bassin. I shout these guys out on my channel quite a bit because this season coming up, we're all going to get together. A couple other people will probably introduce to that. If you want to be a part of that, just let me know. Let Adam know. Let Titus know. Let Hollywood know. We're going to try to work together and get out and just kind of have some fun. I mean, it's fishing. You're supposed to have some fun with your buddies on the water. That's what you do. I mean, that's what we're going to do. Have some fun. Catch some fish. That's what we're going to do. And again, my hair can never stay the same, unlike my good friend. So, with that being said, I wanted to talk about that. That's a little bit about myself. Lastly, I want to talk about crankbaits. I know it's only a couple of y'all in here. I appreciate you. Crankbaits. So these are a couple of the reds that I use. One that's really hot right now that you cannot find anywhere, and I actually tried. I've been trying for about a week now, trying to find it, and that's that new Fritside crankbait. The Fritside one. John Cox has been using it and lighting them up, and every time he posts a picture, that thing seemed to sell out, so I can't get it. It was in a while I could get it in every color. Lately, I can't find it at all, so I should have bought it when I had a chance. I didn't. It is what it is. So, other than these 6 cents ones, these are really good. I want to try out the Fritside. I've got a couple flat-sided Balta crankbaits that I'll be using. I got a 16-foot tracker with a 40 horsepower. In the tournaments I fish, no, there's a minimum. There's a minimum depending on the club you're in and that kind of thing. They do have a minimum. But the club I was in where I got the boat allowed us to use the 40 horsepower. That was their minimum. It was like 150 horses, I believe, 100 horses, something like that, 75 at least. They made the exception to allow 40 because they had 2 boaters that wanted to join that only had 40s, and they let us join that club. But as far as the other events I fish, no, there's no minimum. There's a minimum if you want to fish the BFLs, obviously, as a boater. You have to have a certain length boat. The opens, you have to have a certain length boat. You have to have 2 live wells to hold a limit of bass for both competitors that are on the boat. But in these club derbies, like for example, I fish a Wednesday night series, and you can come out there in a kayak if you want. John boat. I mean, you got to figure out how you're gonna keep 5 fish alive, but they really don't care. You probably can't come out in a kayak. I'm exaggerating, but the guys that fish in the John boat, I mean, John boat with a motor, get out there and get it in. Some of these other clubs out here, they don't really care. You just show up. If you want to show up with a small boat and light, they'll gladly take your money. So, I mean, that's the way they look at it. They'll gladly take your money. You can donate $60 because there's no way in their mind you're going to beat them. So that's fine, but it's always nice to be the guy that shows up with a small boat and beats everyone. So, but what I fish, no, there's no minimum. I have a 16 foot and a 40 horsepower. I've done some stuff to it. Don't get me wrong, but it's only 40 horses, man, and no one cares. You just show up, you get beat to all these spots. You just get there, make it happen when you get there. It's whatever. They're pretty relaxed with that. These guys I fish with, they're all really good guys, man. They're really good guys, but they know they're good, so they know they're good. You just got to show up, and be ready to work your butt off. But no minimum. So the other one I talk about crankbaits is the Fritz side. Fritz side's really good. Fritz side, I want to try that. Of course, like I said, the WEC, I'm trying to look at those. Huge shouts out to Maddox too, man. I appreciate you coming in here, Maddox. I appreciate you coming in here, man. The streams. The other ones I use are I use the Mega Bass. I use those, the S cranks. I use the of course the 1.5s, 2.5s, all those KVD ones. The DT6s. I use a lot of DT6s. This one I found was really good for early spring fishing. It's a Rapala too. Clack and wrap. These things are like discontinued. It's really hard to get your hands on a clack and wrap, but this is actually something I've used and had some really good success on. So Rapala clack and wrap is a go-to for me. A 100% go-to. A Rapala BK Brat. I threw this around last year. I didn't have much luck on that at all. So I don't know why I even told y'all, but I didn't have much luck on it at all. Now this, I don't use this a lot, but early spring, I think this right here, not necessarily the color, but this movement bait from 6 cents, as that grass starts to come up and you really got to hammer that 0 to 3 foot depth, this movement bait is money. I'm telling you, this thing, I've caught some solid fish on this sucker, and I've got it in like every color. You can take your pick. You can go to the box. It's in like every color, but this bait is the deal. So this is like, but actually, now that I say it out loud to you guys, I'm going to look for it in red. See if I can find it. See if I can run me a little crawdad over the grass. So we'll see. So guys, I'm not going to be in here too long tonight. I'm actually kind of tired. That time change thing kicked my butt, and I had an early morning. Sorry guys, I'm going through my tackle boxes. I'm talking to you guys. This is my Bass Mafia is loaded up with a bunch of baits, so I'm just kind of looking through here to see what I normally do good and what I normally catch some fish on to share with you all. But for this live stream, I'll keep it short and sweet again. Congratulations to Hank Cherry on your win. Congratulations to everybody that made it to the Bassmaster Classic. All of you guys worked really hard and deserve your spot. I can't wait to see next year. Matter of fact, let's just discuss that for a second. Next year's Bassmaster Classic. Can you imagine? You're gonna probably hopefully have Gerald Swindle back, Brandon Polinick back. Hopefully Scott Martin gets in there. Hopefully B-Lat gets in there. You keep Hank Cherry, you keep Lee Livesey, you keep Todd Alton, Michael Frazier, Stetson Blaylock, Brandon Carr, Brandon Lester, Brandon Cobb, a lot of Brandons. Cody Huff. You keep all these dudes and add in there the G-Man and Polinick. Is it Polinick? Yeah. Polinick, you add in, hopefully Scott Martin trying to win one so he can get a crack at this classic. He's on that unfinished business deal for Scott Martin. Like, guys, next year, 2021 Bassmaster Classic could be absolutely epic if that works out. So it's going to be pretty sweet. I'll definitely be here for it. I'm going to be watching it, following along with everybody as they go do their thing. So stay tuned for the Elite Series. It's kicking off. It's the first event. Second event's coming up. It's going to be doing really well. Still, I don't care if you like it or don't. I watch Major League Fishing because I want to learn, and they've got some of the best anglers over there. I love David Dudley over there now. Brian Thrift over there. I'm watching it. Major League Fishing, FLW, Toyota Series. I'm watching that too. Oh, God. I don't know what that was. Sorry. That may have been something, a fly of some sort. But I'm watching all these things. I'm going to be tuned in. I'm going to be checking it out. Hope that you guys do the same, and then we can talk about it and share in our streams here. But thank you to everyone for tuning in today's live stream. I know there's only a few of us in here today because there's so many other stuff going on, but I appreciate each of you for coming in here and hitting that thumbs up button. So my Fast and Furious friends, I appreciate you all. Check this stream out. Let's talk about crankbaits. If you didn't catch the stream, let's say you go back and watch the stream after the fact, which is awesome, and I really appreciate that. Please comment below what crankbait you're using when you're throwing a red crankbait. Comment the name, shout out your sponsor, your company, put it all in the comments. Leave a comment below and tell me who y'all using for these red crankbaits, because I gotta find one that nobody's using. I'm hoping one of y'all don't mind sharing, because I don't live near you and I'm not going to fish against you. Or if I do, let's just both have big bags that day, right? I shared all of mine with you. Come on, share with your boy. Let me know what's going on. So appreciate you all for tuning in. This is Bass and Furious, my Bass and Furious friends. You all are awesome. As always, peace, peace. And check out, I got a new video coming out tomorrow, 7:05 p.m. tomorrow. Check that out. I got another new video coming out Saturday. Check that video out. I got another new video coming out next Monday. Check that one out, 7:05 p.m. I got another new video coming out next Saturday, 11:05 a.m. Check that one out. I got another video coming out the following week, Monday at 7:05 p.m. And then another video coming out on Saturday at 11:05 a.m. So check those videos out. I gave you a whole schedule. I got more, but I'm getting tired of, I done told you 6 of them. So check out those 6 and then stay tuned for the next 6, because more are coming. More streams are coming. I'll be back tomorrow night. Hopefully, we'll see. I may skip one day, but I'll let you guys know. Still fishing, still looking for fish. Be sure to get out to fish on Wednesday or Tuesday or Wednesday. Tuesday probably for y'all. Wednesday, hop out there if you can. Catch some fish. Share them so I can take a look at them. Peace, peace. I'm out.